What's up guys, my name is Jellycut5 and welcome back to an episode of The Player Career. But before we get into things, it'd be much appreciated if you're able to hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. And in terms of all my socials, they're all linked down below to keep up to date with everything going on with the channel. As you can see, we've done a simulation in this first game. Unfortunately, we haven't really had the best of European competitions, so unfortunately we've simulated that one because we knew it was impossible to be able to go to third, to be able to go into the Conference League. But we will proceed, and this time we will go into a game in the Eredivisie, the first proper game of the episode. Eredivisie form has been very mixed so far, and the team form has been very mixed so far, but hoping to be able to get 3 points on this one. Objectives are 8.5 rating. We need 2 goals or assists and then complete 2 passes within the opponent's half. With that being said, let's get into things and see what happens. Hoping we're able to achieve these objectives and get ourselves 3 points. In the 5th minute, then, as you can see, the opposition try to see if they can attack, and they do exactly that. Running on the left-hand side, trying to create something here, and it's really hard to be able to defend at the same time for these Ajax defenders. Something that's not clicking for whatever reason, I'm not too sure, but it's been seeming to be really difficult, and the opposition have really been able to give us a game. Decent effort in the same, about 7 minutes in. Rooney makes a very nice save then, denying the opposition as we look to try and see if we can counter-attack then, so we retrieve the ball on the left-hand side, using our pace to be able to run on the right left-hand side, but the defenders are keeping up at the same time. We try and cut in on the right then, offering Bergwijn the pass to be able to see if he can do something with it, but unfortunately can't as he puts it back to Van der Bommen. We take our time, but it looks to be that it was a penalty originally, but the referee is not interested in giving one whatsoever, and it still stays 0-0, reaching the half an hour mark now, and we're looking for our first chance in this game as we haven't really had a shot as of yet. A few passes and a few moments where we could have been in here, but unfortunately we haven't been able to make it. Decent opportunity here, Lides to receive, we can throw one outside the box. Decent effort there, keeper makes a lovely save as it goes out for a corner kick. That's more like it though, that is for sure, as we get a corner, we whip it in, decent delivery needed, and that's exactly what we got, but Berkus could not convert on this one. Unfortunately, the keeper was too strong, and he's made the very few first saves in at this time. That has to be said as they look to go on their counter-attack now, and so you can see, and they're looking very strong. Van der Berg looking to go into the box here. Decent opportunity for Van der Berg to get his side, 1-0 in front, but Rudy makes another big save. He's definitely been a shot stopper so far. He hasn't had the best of seasons, but he's made a few good saves in this first half as Berkus plays us in off the counter-attack. Then Bergwijn makes the run, but he just shied himself offside for a moment in time, just pulls himself back, lands himself on between the defensive line, and now go on the run here, as you can see. But a lovely corner that will be. The chances haven't really fallen to us so far in this first half as we look to try and see if we can create something from the corner. Decent delivery needed, and that exactly that. Berkus' delivery is cleared though, but only as far as his teammates then. As you can see, Berkus picks it up again on the left-hand side, looking to try and create something then, and I was waiting for a ball into the box, but they do exactly that. And we've got a decent chance here, but another save by Vermeer then as it goes into half-time. A few decent chances, not really the most dead-cert chances I would say that we've ever had as an Ajax player, but something that we could definitely look on in terms of food for thought. In terms of the ratings, we could definitely improve on what we're doing so far, and hopefully we can make it a better second half. In the 49th minute, we've got a chance here as Berkus makes the ball on the right-hand side, looking for a decent ball in, as you can see, and we're just waiting patiently, but he doesn't seem to be able to put any sort of ball in. He plays it back, as you can see, and then we receive the ball, but unfortunately we just can't do anything from that sort of angle. Really hard to be able to keep on the ball, so we just pass it back so we just don't lose any sort of possession. Bergwijn picks the ball up then as he puts it onto the middle of the park, then he retrieves the ball back again, and it's very much the case, the defenders were very much the case of just having 5 back. Really hard to break the line then, and Taylor had a very good opportunity to be able to break the deadlock, but unfortunately he could not do it on this instance, and it still stays 0-0 as the corner was made for the opposition in the 60th minute mark, and that is a goal then, and unfortunately not exactly the most ideal situation to be in whatsoever. Pexwell are in front then, and a half an hour to play, and we've now got to get a goal back to make it level, and also get a goal to be able to go in front, so it's going to be very hard. Big ask needed from the team in this last half an hour mark, and unfortunately corners are just not our forte at the moment in terms of defending them. Decent delivery in, and he's reached the first man, and unfortunately for whatever reason Rudy pulls himself out, and it's pretty much an empty net to be able to head it into. He's completely misjudged the timing in terms of trying to clear the ball, and it is now 1-0 to Pexwell as they look to try and see if they continue on. 20 minutes left, and as you can see, Berminster's got a chance here as he puts it onto a team. Velnas, but a lovely save by Rudy. He kind of makes the big save that he needed, that is for sure, as they've got another corner then. 15 minutes left. Can they get this corner in and make it 2-0? And they have done exactly that. What is going on with this defence. What is happening with this team, to be honest? We're completely dropping off from where we need to be. That is for sure. 2-0 then to Pexwell then, and they're looking to be running away with this victory as they seem to go 2-0 up then. It's only 15 minutes left, so I don't think we'll get anywhere near where we need to be. Decent delivery into the box once again, and it was the first man to hit it. For whatever reason, the actual defender has ducked out of the way, and it's actually Berghus that have actually done it. He doesn't actually attempt to go for the ball whatsoever. Rudy's pretty rooted on that instance, and we do get subbed off straight after that conceded, and we didn't really have the best of games ourselves, to be honest. 3 shots on target, 79 minutes played, 6.7 rating, and as we simulate the rest of the tie, they actually do get another one, so they finished the tie 3-0 in the end. The only thing that we was able to complete in terms of our objectives were attacking passes, and we're definitely not going to look back on that game in any hurry. Not the best of performances whatsoever, and the team really needs to accept some liability for that. Yes, I need to take chances. Yes, I need to score goals, but at the end of the day, if we're defending corners like that, then we're susceptible to be able to concede, and we do not want that whatsoever. So food for thought in these next ties. So we do actually get some skill points. That's probably the best thing that's come out of that game as we increase our stamina. I've been seeing later into the ties that I've actually kind of been like just doesn't seem to be that I'm keeping up with the pace. So the stamina will help, and also the strength with battling against other defenders. The next game is away from home then, as we look to try and see if we can claim our first 3 points in this episode. FC Heerenveen looking to try and see if we can get 3 points, as I said, and it's definitely going to be a big task away from home, but we're definitely up for it. We need to redeem ourselves after that shambolic result against Pexwell. Losing 3-0 at home is definitely not acceptable, and these is what's required. An 8.5 rating, 3 shots on target, and avoid losing the match basically. So hopefully it's achievable, but at the same time with the kind of confidence that we've just gained from that, I mean the loss, to be honest, then I'm very susceptible to seeing if we're going to get a result. But 16 minutes into the game here, as you can see on the left hand side, Bergwijn picks it up from a ball from Taylor. Taylor receives it back, as you can see, as we retrieve the ball, looking to try and create something as we twist in and out of the defender's zone, looking in a dangerous position here, looking for a chance, and we've definitely got it. It's 1-0 then, just inside 18 minutes, and this is more like it, that is for sure. Decent effort played in by Taylor. I just found the gap, and I just thought I might as well run with it at the same time. Defenders look really slow on the kind of trying to retrieve the ball, and they definitely didn't do what they wanted to do, and they just shied off the ball for whatever reason and just allowed the gap to be able to run into. Decent chance for us to get the shot off then, and we've taken it. It's really nice goal at the same time, just nistling into the top corner. We'll definitely take it, as the manager is definitely more happier compared to the first. But in the 24th minute then, the opposition look to try and see if they can create something for themselves. They've passed the ball out about nicely. They haven't really defended the best, but they've definitely passed around nicely, and as you can see, they're displaying some of that. On the left hand side, they're looking to put the ball into the box. They look to try and see if they can create something for the first time in this tie. 26 minutes in then, as they look really dangerous. They're just pushing on the outside of the area then, trying to get an inroad, and another save made. As you can see, the change in keeper has been made, and the 40-year-old Pazvir has come back into the side, as Rudy has not made the best of saves recently, as Pazvir does make another save from the corner, so at least we've defended that corner, as we ask the ball to be thrown out on the left-hand side, and it's definitely been done. Taylor plays us in on the left-hand side as we look to try and see if we can create a run, but the ball is played into the middle of the park. As you can see, the midfielder wins it and looks to create some sort of attack here as Bergwijn picks it up. Decent effort here as we look to try and take the shot, and what a save that is from Norpert there, as he puts it out for a corner kick, as he asked for reasons for why I was able to get the shot off to his defence, but very much a decent effort, and we're definitely looking a little bit better compared to that first game that we displayed. 37 minutes into the game here, as you can see on the left hand side, we're looking to try and see if we can create a run here. Really tried to get past the defenders with a little bit of skill, but unfortunately we just couldn't really pull it off. Really hard to get through them there, but Slaradine wins it, and Dane's position onto Bergwijn, onto ourselves, and into the bottom corner it goes as we finesse it past Nupert to get it back 2-0 then. Really happy because we have now got 2 goals just before half time, and we're looking so much more comfortable compared to that first tie, that is for sure. It's definitely a change in team. We've really looked like we wanted to win compared to the first game. Decent defending from Slaradine as he just wins the ball. Bergwijn was originally there as he just played us in perfectly and nestled into the bottom corner. Really good effort from a different angle at the same time, and we are now 2-0 up as we're near to the end of the first half now, looking to try and see if we can defend this lead and make sure we go in at 2-0 and we don't concede just before half time. They're trying to get a goal here, as you can see, as Van Esfort looks to try and see if he can do something. Lovely defending though, I have to be said, as they try and clear their lines, but they can't. They pick it up once again as they look to try and see if they can create a shot as they're on the outside of the area. Decent effort, but Pazvir makes another very good save as it goes out for a corner kick, but that amounts to nothing as it is now half time. 2-0 in the end of the half time whistle, and we're very happy as we've probably probably completed some objectives, and we'll wait to see the rain slashing down here in the Netherlands, and it is very much the case that we completed a fair few objectives, 3 shots on target, 9.5 rating, and we were looking to aim for the win as we reach the 47-minute mark in the second half, as we look to try and see if we can start as we mean to go on. Bergwijn picks it up on the left-hand side as he plays Salah Dean. He's had a very, very good influence on this game, that has to be said, as he links up well with Bergwijn. He plays the ball into the box as Taylor picks it up, and we try and get the shot off then, and we do, but a lovely save by Nupa at his near post then, but another shot in the second half, and we're looking very, very dangerous, that has to be said. Looking for another chance here as Bergwijn plays us in, and a lovely chance for us to get a shot off, but we don't. We hold it up. Unfortunately, a lovely interception was made by Hall as he tries to charge on, but we win the ball back. Nearly, just nearly we win the ball back. I really, really thought I won it at that moment in time, but unfortunately, Hall kind of takes an extra touch, and he runs with it, and a decent opportunity here for SV Irvine, looking for a shot, and it just hits on the defender then, as it will go out for a corner kick, as we look to try and see if we could defend the corner. Hopefully we can. It's a decent ball into the area, and what is it with us defending corners at the moment? It seems to be nothing that we can do from set pieces, and they are back into the game then, 2-1 with half an hour to spare, and this is going to be a very tricky half an hour to be able to defend this lead. That is a decent delivery into the box, we can't deny that whatsoever, but this defending is shocking. I wish the manager just drew me up for the corner, because I have got a decent height about me. I've got more of a chance of defending these corners than these lot have, that has to be said. Keep having no chance for that one. He's had a good game so far, but there's no way he was stopping that one, that has to be said, as we continue on. 64 minutes being played as we play us in then, as you can see, looking for a runner here, but we just don't receive it as we look to try and take the shot ourselves, as we run past the defenders, but it just strays wide. Not exactly the best of efforts that we've ever had as an Ajax player, but unfortunately we can't win them all. But in the 84th minute here, we've got another chance here as we played him really well. We win the ball, we're really strong, but Nupa makes another save then. Really, really good shot stopping from the Dutch keeper. So hard to be able to get the ball past him at the moment. We have scored 2, don't get me wrong, but he's proved to be a very, very good keeper, that's for sure, using his height to an advantage. A decent ball was needed into the box, but it was very lacklustre, that has to be said. The opposition clear their lines, but only as far as the Ajax defence, as they put it back in then, as you can see, decent effort, and that was so close then. How that didn't go in, I'm not too sure. As I said, this keeper is something special, but unfortunately they couldn't get the result, because we do. In the end, we get the victory, 2-1 away from home. Very much the case that we've improved on the previous game. I wouldn't say it's the best of performances that we've ever displayed in an Ajax shirt, but 2 goals and 3 points, we will definitely take it with the confidence that has been lacking in the team so far. We're very, very happy to be able to get this result over the line, and just hopefully we can build on it, and that's been the issue in some games this year. We just haven't been able to build on the wins that we've created. 9.8 rating, 2 goals in the end, 22% conversion rate with 6 shots on target. We will definitely take it come rain or shine. As we look at the objectives then, we completed all objectives, so a high manager rating and 2,111 in terms of the XP created, as we just go through that in depth. But yeah, very, very happy as we get another player of the match added to our accolades also. I didn't expect it, but we do get player of the match, so very, very happy. I guess with the 9.8 rating, we do get it, and 2 goals scored. We've technically won the game for Ajax, but we have to have props to our teammates, because from the defence to attack, we were really, really strong. Before we head into the next game, or the last game of the episode, shall I say, we actually get another Player of the Month. Every month that we've played for Ajax so far, we've got a Player of the Month. So happy to be able to do so as we come up against some top players in the Eredivisie. But this time round, we claim the Player of the Month once again for December. Very, very happy to collect the award, as it adds to another accolade as an Ajax player as we push on to another game in this episode. Here we go then, last game of the episode as we are going against Sparta Rotterdam. Very much the case as we need 3 points at the Johan Cruyff Arena. We need to make this a fortress. We need to get 3 points and push on in our search for the Eredivisie title, as we await to see our match objectives, to see what we need to complete. And we need an 8.5 rating, 3 shots on target, and for the team to get 60% possession. I think we can get 2 out of the 3. If you've watched this previous episode, you know how much I hate the possession objective, because I just think it's absolutely silly. But we won't talk about that anymore, it's because in the second minute then we get played in by Van der Bommen. We just hold it up immediately as we play Van der Bommen in, as he makes a lovely run here into the box. We offer support, as you can see, as he plays it into the box. We turn the defenders, and just like that, we're 1-0 up just inside 3 minutes. A lovely goal to beat the goalkeeper. Phenomenal stuff. Really, really happy to get on the score sheet so early in this tie, and hopefully that sets the mood for more goals in this tie, that has to be said. Decent ball into Van der Bommen as he picked it up really well, and he just ran with it. He knew what he wanted to do, and we ran with it also as we allowed ourselves an option, and he just passed it into the box, just turned the defenders defenders lose our strength really well. Keeper had no chance from such a close range, and it is now 1-0 to Ajax. And as we continue on, 14th minute, we get a corner here, looking to try and see if we can get a decent delivery in as Berkus whips it in. Very deep delivery it is. We can't really latch onto it, but we do in the end, as you can see, as it plays back out to our decent effort here, as the keeper does make a save, as Ollie does put it out for a corner kick, as we look to try and see if we get another decent delivery. Van der Bommen this time whips it in, but he can't beat the first man, but it falls to Berkus, then decent touch needed, but he just can't get it. Van der Bommen wicks it back though, as he puts it onto us, and what a save that is from the keeper once again. Save after save after save. It's unbelievable stuff from the opposition keeper, as he keeps us out of it for another time here, as we look to try and see if we can get something from the corner. And as you can see, not a decent delivery, but we do get it on the outside of the area, looking for a decent chance here as Taylor plays it on the outside onto Van der Bommen, and he just takes his time, then he turns the man, he looks to try and see if he can play it off, and he does exactly that, and Taylor latches onto it, and Taylor has got the second goal of this game, as we now go 2-0 up in 21 minutes. It's literally been absolute domination against Sparta Rotterdam. They haven't been able to get out their own half so far, as we've had chance after chance after chance, and this time we take it. Corner came in, we just couldn't really deal with it whatsoever, and luckily we was just able to put a few passes together on the outside of the area. Van der Bommen found Taylor, and Taylor smashes it on his right foot to make it 2-0 in this tie. We're looking very good in this first half as we continue on. 32 minutes being played there as Van der Bommen plays it in the middle. As you can see, Bergwijn plays it in, a lovely chance here as we take the shot, but the shot is blocked as it falls back out to us. Lucky to retrieve the ball as we look to try and see if we can keep position there, as we try and get pushed back then, and we do exactly that. Looking to try and see if we can keep it in the middle of the park as he plays it onto the right hand side as Bergwijn picks it up. Now on Berkus as he picks it up on the right hand side onto Bergwijn. Bergwijn takes his time as he looks to get the pass off. He does exactly that. Now trying to get the shot off, and we have done exactly that. 3-0, and that pretty much should be game, set and match. 2 goals in this tie against Sparta Rotterdam. We're having an absolute sublime game so far, and this is definitely more like it, and the results that we have in the first game compared to now definitely show the difference, and that shows what we can actually do, and that's the bit that's really frustrating at the same time. We know what we can do, we know what we can kind of provide in game, but unfortunately we just lack certain areas where we just don't sort of kind of turn up on the day for whatever reason. I'm not too sure, but we are continuing on in this tie. 37 minutes being played then, as you can see, we just hold the ball up immediately then, looking for an inroad here as we play it on the right hand side. Decent pass out to Berghuis as he picks it up onto Taylor, and he's really unlucky not to convert that one and get his second goal of the game as we continue on. But we're having chance after chance, as I mentioned there, as Berghuis picks it up on the right hand side looking for a pass, and we get it exactly that, but we just can't get the shot off there as Sparta Rotterdam deal with it, and they look to try and create some sort of counter attack for the first time in this tie. Haven't had any sort of chances here as Salto picks up the ball on the left hand side, looking to try and create something here as he runs into the box. Decent option here as he tries to get the shot off. He does exactly that as it literally nails the post. Really unlucky for the Sparta Rotterdam not to convert from that sort of range, but that will be half time. And in terms of the ratings, we're doing everything but the possession by but 1%, so hopefully we're able to complete the objectives in a good fashion and get this result over the line. Second half starts then, 55 minutes into the game then. Sparta Rotterdam looking a bit more comfortable compared to the first. As we said, they've got a big deficit to be able to catch up to, so I'm not sure if they're going to do that, but a decent delivery into the box it was, and a lovely header, but it just shies over the bar then. But they're definitely looking better, Sparta Rotterdam, as they create another chance here. Ajax have just put their foot off the pedal so far, really slow in this second half, as they do get a corner here as Van der Bommen does make the block, as Salaruddin does come off the field then as they get a corner kick. Hopefully we can keep a clean sheet, because we've been conceding so much from corners, and they do clear their lines there. As you can see, Pavir does actually win the ball, and we're on the left hand side looking for an option as we cry out for the ball, and he eventually plays it, and what a throw that is on the left hand side. We pick it up then as we retrieve the ball, looking for a run here as we run on the left hand side, using all the pace we can do as we run into the box there. Decent options here as we cut inside on the right hand side, looking for a shot, and we get it exactly up, but the keeper makes another save. Really decent effort from the keeper to make a big save, such from a close range at the same time, as he keeps his side within only a 3-goal deficit as we continue on. 12 minutes left into the game as we play the ball into the box, but unfortunately just not the best of balls whatsoever as they do clear their lines, but only as far as Bergwijn as he picks it up then, as we've got a decent chance here onto Akpom, and that is another save made by the keeper as it will go out for a corner kick. Decent delivery needed in this last 10. Surely we can get one last goal as Van der Bommen whips it in, and there is a penalty kick then, and it is penalised on ourselves then. For whatever reason the referee has given a penalty kick. I just went for the bicycle kick in the end. I didn't actually see any payment by the defender as we look at it, and I actually can't really see any penalty, but we'll definitely take it, that is for sure. Who's going to step up from the spot? Are we going to get taken one? No, we're not. Chiba Akpom is the man to step up from the spot. He's just come on the bench to get the goal, and he's converted from the penalty spot then as he nails it into the left hand corner as we smash the ball back into the net in some sort of celebration ourselves. Really happy for Chiba Akpom. He doesn't really seem to get many minutes in this team, to be honest. For whatever reason, I'm not too sure. I reckon he'd be in a sort of good role on the wing. I'm not too sure if the manager is really kind of one to be able to play him. But yeah, Chuba Akpom gets the goal. Lovely penalty on the left-hand side. Cannot knock that whatsoever. And that is full-time in the end. We get the result that we really needed in this time. That has to be said. Really happy with the result. 2 goals in the end. 4 goals overall for the Ajax team. And that is definitely a statement to be made at the Johan Cruyff Arena against Sparta Rotterdam. We really needed that result and we definitely got it. Couldn't do any more in that side if we tried, to be honest. It was literally chance after chance, but for whatever reason it just wasn't going in. As you can see, we've completed all the objectives bar 1 in terms of the possession, which is really frustrating at the same time. Only 1% off, but another player of the match to add to our award. So really happy with that in the end. At least we were able to end the episode on a bright note, get all 3 points, get 2 goals, and we saw 4 goals smashed home against Sparta Rotterdam. This is the table then as we look to go to things, and we are literally level-headed in terms of Feyenoord because we've played 20, we've won 15, we've drawn 3, we've lost 2, and we're currently on 48 points. Bar the goal difference and the goals against and the goals for, everything stays the same. So in terms of Feyenoord, they are matching everything so far. So we really need to be on our toes in terms of getting 3 points every game in the Eredivisie, because going into January now, we're going into the hard part of the season. Really excited for it, don't get me wrong, but we need to battle because Feyenoord are on our heels. Before I end the episode, I thought it'd be nice to be able to show you what terms of the player stats is in terms of the top goal scorers, and we are absolutely smashing. We've played 20 and we've scored 31 goals already. Absolutely phenomenal stats in that Eredivisie so far. We are smashing it in our first professional season, as you can see, and the next one down's got 15 goals, so we pretty much should be alright in terms of the golden boot, but we will continue, and we will continue to score goals, but that's going to have to wait till the next episode. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one. And don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.